Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. Today, we will be talking about arthritis. This presentation is presented to you by Rheumatoid Nutrition Limited. Just to put out a bit of a disclaimer, this class or this webinar is not intended to diagnose any or treat or prevent any disease. It's just intended to give you advice or treatment that you would that would help you in your situation if you do have any of these sort of situations. If you are experiencing any health concerns, I would suggest you contact your doctor as well before you implement any diet or anything I'm recommending. I'm not responsible for any adverse effect that you will have from taking the advice or the information that is being shared today. Who is Princess Glory? Princess Glory is a wellness coach and a nutritionist. I have been very passionate about healthy living for so many years, for over 14 years. The reason I decided to start this business was due to how my body reacted to a lot of foods. And actually today's topic is quite close to the heart because I have actually experienced gout, which is one of the things I'm going to be talking about. I love cooking and eating good food. And my passion is to find out how food can heal any disease. I've been a wellness coach for 5 years, and I'm also a detox specialist. Some of the services that we offer are body MOT scan. We do essential oils, a massage and sleep oils, skin and hair care range. We also offer a detox program. We do a food intolerance test. We do seminars and workshops, so you can invite us to your church or to school or any women event or men's event that you think will benefit from some of this information. We do meal plans, we do ready meals, we do cooking classes. Also, we do nutrition coaching as well as food for wellness scan. The food for wellness scan is a scan that tells you the food that your body actually requires. And we also just introduced this week pain clinic as well. So if you know anyone that's got pain, we've got a special device that'll help to reduce their pain significantly, and they'll come for a few sessions and the pain will be gone. Just a quick one, just to say a few things about the scan. For some people, you obviously know about the scan because you've been to the scan before, but it's still good to talk about it. So we do a body MOT scan. It's usually $195, but we're doing it for $150 till the end of the month. And we'll scan for your organs, we'll scan for chemicals, we scan your brain, your heart, we'll scan for parasites, viruses, bacteria, pesticides, neurotransmitters, and a couple more things. We also scan for essential oils that your body might need to make it work better. Some of the services that we offer, we just recently opened a YouTube channel last week. So if you've missed any of our videos in the past, you can catch up on them on YouTube. So I encourage everyone to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think the link will be on the screen, or I'll send out the link for everyone to join. Pain clinic, we run the pain clinic every Saturday from 2 to 7 p.m. So if you would like to relieve pain, the results are really quick. 3 minutes to relieve itching, 10 minutes will relieve pain, 20 minutes will relieve abnormal cells and repair damaged cells and clear blockage as well. We use it's basically a blue light heat therapy. So it stimulates your cells and relieves pain as much as possible. If you would like to contact me today, my email address is gloryedward21@gmail.com. I've got an Instagram page. It's called Glory Edward Nutrition, Glory Edward Organic, and Chef Emmanuel's Kitchen. So if you would like to try any of our recipes or to see the sort of foods that we recommend as well. We do have our weekly talks every Thursday. Today we're working on arthritis. Next week is going to be Lyme disease. The week after will be diabetes. And the last week of the month, it will be blood pressure. So what are you going to be learning today? What you learn today is what arthritis is, the types of arthritis, symptoms of arthritis, foods to avoid, and what is gout, types of gout, and exercises for arthritis. So what exactly is arthritis? Arthritis is an inflammation of one or more joints. Symptoms of arthritis include pain, stiffness, limited function of your joints. Arthritis sufferers include men, women, children, and adults. There are different types of arthritis. There's rheumatoid arthritis, and there's also osteoarthritis. There are other different ones I would also be showing you during the course of this talk. So in terms of arthritis, there's osteoarthritis and there's also septic arthritis. So osteoarthritis is the degeneration of your joint cartilage and associated bone abnormalities. The joint fluid, usually around your knee, obviously gets tampered with when you have that type of arthritis. It obviously related to aging as well. Rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease, which obviously is as a result of chronic inflammation of the joint or multiple joints or sides of the body. We also have psoriatic arthritis. This is also another type of autoimmune disease, and that obviously is linked to your skin, and it usually involves multiple joints. And we also have this crystal-induced arthritis, which is gout and also pseudo-gout as well. So this is caused by a lot of crystals in your system. And the septic arthritis, life and limb-threatening bacterial infection in the joint, which requires a lot of antibiotics, it requires emergency treatment, and also requires an orthopedic surgeon as well to help with that sort of arthritis. I just wanted to just show you a couple of pictures of how arthritis look in the hand or in the wrist. It's actually very good to see how it looks. You know, this is not obviously the beginning. This is not the beginning part. This is obviously towards the end when you've been having those pains for a while and it develops into something else. So the symptoms of arthritis in the hand would set pains at the joint stiffness, swelling, deformity. So if you look at this hand, for example, this obviously was not how this person was born, but arthritis has actually deformed the hands. You can see the hands there, they have actually become deformed as a result of arthritis on their hand. Also, people also have arthritis on their feet as well. This is how it looks on the feet. So if you maybe seen someone with that sort of situation, that's how arthritis is. So arthritis is caused by numerous reasons, apart from age, sometimes excess weight. It's also genetic as well. Injury, trauma, illness, infection can cause arthritis. So arthritis pains in the leg is mostly common and predominant symptom of arthritis. Also, people that have arthritis might have pain on the top part of their back or at the middle of their spine or just at the bottom part of their waist. These sort of pains will also make it very difficult for you to move. You have stiffness, you have loss of flexibility in your spine, you're not able to stand straight or turn your back or your neck, you have tenderness of the affected vertebra, feeling grinding when moving the spine, you could have tingling, numbness, weakness, and sharp shooting pains in your arms and also in your legs if the nerves of the spine are affected. Sometimes people that have arthritis also have things like headaches, pain, swelling, and other parts of their joints or their knees will have pain. Sometimes people have arthritis and they're always feeling very tired. You could have pain in your pelvic, in your buttocks, and also in your thighs as well. So what are the different types of arthritis? We've got the osteoarthritis. We talked about fibromyalgia is another type of arthritis, then gout, then rheumatoid arthritis, and lupus is another type of arthritis, because arthritis basically is inflammation. So what is rheumatoid arthritis? Arthritis of the hands. It's always good to catch it early before it starts to get worse, like the picture that you saw earlier. So rheumatoid arthritis is a long-term condition that causes pain, swelling, and stiffness in your joints. This condition usually affects your hands, your feet, and your wrist. Rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease, like I said earlier. This means that your immune system is usually trying to fight infection. And as a result of that, it attacks the cell that line your joints by mistake, making the joints swollen, stiff, or very painful. So complications of that include carpal tunnel syndrome, inflammation of other parts of your body, including your lungs, your heart, and also your eyes. So what are the symptoms associated with rheumatoid arthritis? Swelling, pain, stiffness in the joint, a warm feeling around your joint, deformity, weakness due to anemia caused by low red blood cell count, lumps, particularly around your elbow, foot pain, bunions, hammer toes with long-standing disease. Sometimes people that have rheumatoid arthritis will have things like cysts, they'll have fever, loss of appetite, and also decreased energy. Another type of arthritis there is psoriatic arthritis. And as you can see from the different pictures, you can see the different ways this can affect someone. Psoriatic arthritis there's no direct treatment for it, but the treatment concentrates only on controlling the symptoms in order to prevent the joint from getting affected. So this is how it looks. Other symptoms include stiffness in the hands and feet, reduced range of motion in your joints, lower back pain, ache in the tendinitis, skin rashes, as well as nail changes. So if you have nail changes, you know that that's that type of arthritis. It's good to know it when you see it. So with psoriatic arthritis, there's inflammation of the DI joints, there's sausage fingers, there's joint involvement. It shows radial patterns, nail changes. We've already shown you that. Arthritis may start before the skin. So there are different types of domains where this affects us, the hands, the feet, your nails, your back, and also your peripheral nervous system as well gets affected. So what are some of the oils that you can use if you have arthritis? You can use ginger oil, you can use turmeric oil, you can use myrrh, frankincense oil, you could do orange oil. We do sell all these oils that I am mentioning: rosemary oil, essential oil, lavender oil, as well as cayenne oil as well. Other exercises that you could do for arthritis include making a fist, thumb bend, finger bends, making an O, table bend, finger lift, fan fist, and wrist stretch. I thought to show you in a more better picture so you can see the exercises. So these are the exercises I just mentioned a few seconds ago. You could also do a palm stretch as well, finger stretch, wrist flexion, wrist extension, shaking of hands, and also shaking the hands to the side and to the top. What are some of the foods that you need to avoid if you have arthritis? You need to avoid processed meat. You need to avoid corn oil. You need to avoid refined grains and flour. You need to avoid refined artificial sugars. You need to avoid milk, cheese, dairy products. You definitely need to avoid eggs. You need to avoid alcohol, whey protein, as well as refined salt. The foods that make the pain worse are bacon, tomatoes, butter, potatoes, red beef, wheat, so things like bagel, croissants, eggplant, sodas. That means obviously your fizzy drinks will make your pain get worse. So if you already have a flare-up and you eat any of these things, the pain will get worse. Sometimes people can't sleep at night because of the pain. So 5 things that you should make sure you're not eating if you already have a flare-up or pain is anything that contains processed sugar, barbecued foods, you know, like when you go barbecue and you have those barbecue meats, those will make the pain worse. Any processed fast foods, and also your peppers as well will make it worse. Other things you need to think about is reducing carbs or taking it off completely. You also need to avoid any sugar substitute as well as gluten. Anything that has gluten as well, you do need to avoid. What do you need to know? What do women need to know about gout? So this is also another thing I actually wanted to discuss. As you can see on the screen, gout is a disease of how the body processes nutrients and in which crystals of uric acid are deposited in the joints, in the tendon, and also in the skin. Most commonly affecting men, gout emerges as a sudden development of swollen, red, hot, tender joints, especially the big toe, the ankle, the wrist, the hand, the spine, the elbow, and also the knee. Gout can affect people across all ages, all races, and all sexes. It also affects the rim of the ear, the toes and the finger, the tendon, the elbows, and also the knee. So for people that have gout, I don't know if you can actually see my picture, but the top picture here on the top right-hand side, the first picture, you can actually see how the gout would look if somebody had it. They will have like a sore or injury coming out on the skin, and they'll be swollen and inflamed, and there'll be a lot of pain in that area. Other people that have secondary gout will develop this in context. So people that have obesity will have that issue. Disease of the blood, including leukemia, diabetes, blood pressure, kidney disorders will also affect your system, and that could also lead to gout. So there are different stages of gout. The first stage is prior to the first attack. Uric acid in the blood causes urate to form crystals in your blood. Usually it comes on the feet. Attack begins and lasting 3 to 10 days. So you have swelling, pain, stiffness, redness, fatigue, and sometimes fever. In the advanced stages, it has formed and it becomes a lump, which obviously causes the bone to be eroded and cartilage. So gout is extremely very painful. And also, while certain factors like genetics or kidney disorder may predispose you to gout, your diet is definitely one of the things that affect you if you have gout. Alcohol, taking alcohol will also affect you as well. I actually had one of my colleagues, he had it, and he wasn't able to walk. He had to actually be on crutches. That's how gout can really like frustrate you and cause problems for you. So if you're eating meat and all those stuff that we said not to eat, you might develop this over time and you begin to have those attacks more often than not. So what are the causes or symptoms of gout? Symptoms of gout are pain that rapidly worsens. So you could have it in your knee, your elbow, your wrist. You could also have kidney stones as well, strained lumps around your joint and also around your big toe. If you look at the screen closely, you could see the picture of how gout can look on your arm and also how it looks on your feet. So what are some of the remedies for gout? You need to make sure you're consuming lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, eat foods rich in vitamin C, drink lots of water, use hot and cold press compresses, avoid anything that is high in purine foods or cherries. So these are some of the things that you need to eat. You need to eat a lot of cherries. Cherries is quite good if you have gout. So foods that trigger gout are beef, pork, lamb, organ meat. Organ meat affects you, like your cow foot, your shaki, all those things will affect you and bring gout triggers more quicker. Oats, eating oats, dried beans, peas, lentils. If you already have gout and you're eating those things, it will make it worse or make it come to the surface. So food that triggers sardine, fish eggs, scallop, haddock, herring, codfish, trout, vegetables, spinach, asparagus, cauliflower, mushrooms, and of course, alcohol. So what are some of the things that you can do to help? You can drink cherry juice. There are cherry juice that you can buy from Amazon. They're really like high strength ones. You can drink those for like 2-3 weeks and you'll start to find that the pain will go down. Avoid eating anything pastry, refined flour, or seafood. That will help. Also doing yoga as well as exercise will help. Taking apple cider vinegar is also good. Using Epsom salt to, soak your feet or your arm or your hands will work as well. Taking lots of ginger and garlic will also help, and using essential oils that we mentioned earlier. Foods that you can have to prevent gout are pineapple, hot peppers, ginger, lemon, watercress, turmeric, as well as cherry juice. So in terms of reducing or preventing gout from reoccurring, you need to keep a healthy weight. So if you put on a lot of weight, you have issues as well. Avoid purine-rich foods, exercise regularly, take your medication if you're on medication for it, and stay hydrated. We normally recommend that people take up to 5 liters of water a day. That will really help to purify your system. So foods that you need to eat if you have gout or you have been having lots of gout flare-up are fruits, vegetables, whole grains, Dairy, low fat dairy, nuts you can have, but organ meat, please avoid at all costs, alcohol and soft drinks as well. So what are my final tips for you? Make sure you limit your alcohol if you are taking alcohol or you like to take alcohol. Drink extra glasses of water, maintain your healthy weight, and avoid all these things on the right hand of this page. Just before we close, there are a couple of things that causes arthritis to flare up. Symptoms of arthritis, we said, are fever, fatigue, joint pains, and swelling. So what causes it? Too much activity, the weather it's too hot, or that could also affect you as well. Stress can make your arthritis to flare up. Taking injection can make it to flare up. So what can I do to help to cope with my arthritis flare up? Rest, and reduce stress. Do gentle exercises. Ask for help or delegate so that you're not inundated with too much work. Try heat and cold compress, and also call your doctor. Psoriatic arthritis flare-up is a period where you acutely worsen symptoms, including skin problems and joints and pains. Some of the causes of this are stress, again, injury or illness, not taking your medication, unhealthy lifestyle. So how do I help with the treatment? Heat or ice therapy, eating whole foods, gentle exercise, avoid anything that triggers it, take care of your mental health, and adjust your medication or call your doctor. So rheumatoid arthritis symptoms that you must never ignore: numbness and tingling in the hands and the feet. Joints feel warm or touch. When you touch it, it feels very warm. Also disrupted sleep is as a result of the arthritis, low-grade fever, fatigue, depression, and mood changes, dry eyes and mouth, weight loss, joint pain, swelling, stiffness that is often symmetrical. Pain often starts in the fingers and toes and spread to other joints. Joints looks red and discolored, and also pain in the big toe. Just one more reminder of things that you might be eating that is causing your flare-up or that is causing problems to the arthritis or making it worse. French fries, onion rings, those are things that people love, and they taste very nice, but they're also causing problems. So chicken strips, hamburger, hot dogs, macaroni and cheese, cream cheese, chicken hot pie, donuts, pizza, those things will cause problem and make your arthritis pain get worse. Canned fruits, canned soups, potato chips, corn chips, ketchup, mayonnaise, processed meat, sugar in your breakfast cereal, margarine, cheese, and other things that are very delicious to eat. They are causing problems for you. We've got a pain combo. For those people that have arthritis, we've got a combo. So these are smaller products that you can take that will help to relieve your pain. We've got lumbar and joint care. We've got the spray. When you spray, that spray actually numbs the pain. Elixir of Life is good to help your heart as well, your skin. Also puts lots of good vitamins and minerals in your system as well. OxyFlush, I think everyone needs to get that, because when you flush out, clean your colon as well, it helps to reduce pain and inflammation. For some people that have had pain, when I've given them OxyFlush, it's actually helped them, the pain and the back, especially in the waist, significantly reduces. We do have an arthritis combo. So if anyone wants to reverse the arthritis within 8 weeks, we've got a combo, a combination of all the products that you can take for about 8 weeks that will eliminate or remove your arthritis. But of course, you can take all the products, you still need to change your lifestyle, do exercise, change the foods, because when you clean yourself out and you come on this program and you go back eating the wrong things, it will come back again. Just a couple of combos that we have as well. We've got diabetes combo, we've got blood pressure combo, we've got the gut health combo as well. You can give us a call if you are interested in any of these products. Well, we've also just released a new skin range. So we've got the body scrub, the castor oil, we've got vitamin oil, rice mask, sweet almond oil. And we've got the very high strength vitamin B, liver detox tablets that you can take to detox your system, detox cleansing complex. We've got CoQ10 that's also very good for your heart. Again, for those people that just joined us, if you would like to contact me, my number is on the screen, and my email address is gloryedward21@gmail.com. And my Instagram handle is Glory Edward Nutrition, Glory Edward Organic, and Chef Imani's Kitchen. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I think I need to share another slide with you quickly, but I'm just going to quickly get that up. While I'm doing that, if anyone has any questions, you can type here in the chat and I'll try to answer them. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. I appreciate your joining us this evening. Thank you so much for being patient and for waiting for me to come back. So sorry about this. Basically, my high frequency infrared blue light therapy is very good for arthritis. So if you do have arthritis, it'll be good for you to book a session with us for the scan. Like I said earlier at the beginning of the talk, it's from 2 to 7 on a Saturday. So quick results are 3 minutes for relieving itching, 10 minutes to relieve pain, 20 minutes to remove abdominal cells. It also repairs damaged cells and clears blockage. It helps with your lymph nodes, improves circulation, and also relieves pain. I had a customer come in yesterday. She had pain in her back and pain in her knee. She couldn't actually bend her knee. But by the time I finished with her 20 minutes of the therapy, she was able to bend her knee and even bend her back and touch her toe. And she hadn't been able to do that for years. So that's the power of my blue light therapy. So if anyone is interested or would like to come and try it, you can come and visit us on Saturday, and we'll do a taster session on you for maybe 5-10 minutes so you can see how it works. And then you can also invite your friends and relay the message to other people. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I'm just checking the chat to see if there is any questions. If there are no questions, if anyone would like to book an appointment with me, my link is on the chat. And anyone would like to, ask more questions or further questions about what we've discussed today, you're free to contact me as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next week, same time and same login. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Thank you, Norma, for joining. Yeah, thank you, Norma, for joining, and thank you, everyone, for joining. Have a wonderful evening. See you next week at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.